Alleys of Courage. In a small town nestled between mountains, the narrow and winding alleys were the main streets connecting the closely packed houses. The town lived in relative peace, but this peace was broken when a gang of the thieves, led by a fierce young man named Khalid, known for his physical strength and brutality. Khalid quickly imposed his control over the town, abusing its people and stealing without restraint. One day, Khalid decided to rob the house of the old man, Abu Saeed, who lives on the edge of town. Abu Saeed was a quiet man, living alone after losing his family in a terrible tragedy. Years ago, a violent earthquake struck the town and destroyed his house and buried his only son under the rubble. His wife, who was suffering from psychological shock after the accident, she went out one night and didn't return. Her body was found in an alley, and everyone assumed she was killed by thieves. But Abu Saeed always suspected there was more to it. When Khalid and his gang broke into Abu Saeed's house, and he found him sitting in a corner of the room, staring at an old picture of his wife and son. They began by threatening him and demanding money, but Abu Saeed looked at them with sharp eyes and said, "You will not take anything from here." Angrily, Khalid ordered his men to attack the old man. But what happened next surprised everyone. Abu Saeed, despite his age, moved with amazing speed. Using his fighting skills, everything around him became a weapon. The chair he was sitting on, the broken jug on the table, and even the pilgrimage. The small arrow on the ground. One after another, he began to defeat the thieves. Every move was precisely calculated, as if he were reliving his old battles. Khalid, who always relied on his physical strength, found himself powerless before the skill of Abu said. He tried to escape, but Abu Saeed stopped him with a strong grip and said, "Courage is not in strength, but in wisdom and justice." Before releasing Khalid, Abu Saeed looked at him with eyes full of pain and said, "I thought that someone like you killed my wife. But now I know that hatred and doubt are what kill us." At that moment, Khalid seemed flustered. He said, in a low voice, "I know who killed your wife." Abu Saeed paused for a moment, then released Khalid and said, "Speak." Khalid revealed that his wife, Abu Saeed, was mistakenly killed by a member of a former gang who was trying to rob their house. The killing was not intentional, but the member was afraid that Abu Saeed's wife would expose him, so he killed her. Khalid, who was just a young boy at that time, witnessed the event, death, but he could not do anything. Abu Saeed, who spent years believing that the killer was someone cunning and dangerous, felt a weight lifted from his shoulders. He looked at Khalid and said, "Why are you telling me this now?" Khalid replied, "Because I am tired of living in the shadows. I am not like them. I saw what they did to you, to your wife, and to this whole town. I want to change." In the days that followed, Khalid began helping Abu Saeed protect the town. Gradually, the two became a team, with Abu Saeed teaching Khalid's fighting skills and wisdom, while Khalid helped organize the townspeople to defend themselves.